Welcome back, sports gamers. It's the Natural. Got a Madden 21 title update, and EA just can't get out of his own way. I swear. I mean, even putting out the franchise update just dropped, and I covered it in the previous video, and of course had that news first up there on YouTube. So hopefully you guys appreciate when I bring you that content. And I think a lot of times people get the wrong idea. They think because I will cover something and I'm professional about it, and I'm not getting crazy and loud and screaming and attacking and going after people, that I don't care, or that it's just I cannot be happy about something, but I can also be an adult about it. So that's how I see to cover things, and that's how I'm always going to cover things at SGO. So if you don't like that, if you want me to spit vitriol and attack and go crazy and all that, you're in the wrong place. So there's other channels that do that, and I never will. But definitely we're getting right into it. This title update, they go over a lot of the franchise things that I've already gone over, and they're in the game now. And previously I was just covering it based upon the screenshots that were provided, so I actually have that. But let's talk a little about the gameplay updates, then we can get into those the franchise ones. There were some issues they fixed with handoffs and gun flex, ball warping, and all distance related abilities to take pass leading into account as a triggering condition. They have a dev note on this one. Route abilities were not giving catch benefits due to pass leading of the quarterback. A receiver with short out elite would not receive any benefit if the receiver was inside the numbers when the pass started, even if the pass lead caused receivers to catch the ball short outside of the numbers. Anytime a ball is led to an area on the field that the ability is designated for, the receiver will get the ability catch benefit. So that's good. So now it's not just where they are when the ball's thrown, but where they wound up. So that's a good catch. People probably wouldn't even catch on to that one. Fix the playbook issue on jet sweeps. Added functionality for user controlled defenders to successfully hit stick the ball carrier immediately following a block shed. All right, good one. Fix the issue where motion and outside receiver will cause inappropriate defender cover swapping for a specific cover. I've actually been hit with that one recently. Someone did a motion, and they weren't trying to like motion glitch or anything, but my coverage got totally jacked up once the receiver got to the other side. Tuning to reduce reaction time penalties for linebackers with the LB style set to cover. This tuning should make coverage LBs react quicker in reading running plays moving towards their run fits. All right, I'm interested to see how that one works out. LB trait style. So seeing traits actually matter in this one. LB trait set to cover. That's interesting. I want to do some testing on that. Playbook updates. They improved made several adjustments to improve blocking on plays like inside zone split, RPO read, wide receiver screen, PA jet sweep, and RPO peak. Improved left tackle blocking on pass plays in certain formations to address the issue where the blocker would miss an edge pass. I've seen that definitely. Updated out routes to compression formations in the tight ends route and RPO wide peaks, so the releases are cleaner and the routes are more effective. Issues with a halfback and tight end will sometimes run into each other on plays. Yeah, I've definitely seen that. They really need to. I mean, the blocking on a lot of the wide receiver RPOs is horrible. I mean, you'll call a great correct play, and it won't be a defender out. It will just be the corner, a receiver, and you run the RPO. The guy catches it, and the receiver just gives the worst effort ever trying to block him, and you just get tackled for like a 2-yard gain when it should be a big play. So please update, fix that. That is so annoying. You make the right call on RPO, but you don't really make the defense pay for it. Some alignment improvements: strong safety and cover 3 in better position to play outside runs versus wing formations, adjusted wide receiver splits and spread formations to improve spacing and timing. One thing about the spacing and formations, do you guys hate it when you call it audible and they move? Like I get why like certain pass plays have different receivers line up differently than the run plays. Just make it the same. Like I want an audible, and I don't want to wait till the receiver moves in or moves out, or it just when you audible, just leave them exactly where they were before, because that's annoying. Plus, it's a tip to the defense where they can see, oh, when the receivers move in, it's a run. When the receivers move out, okay, I know this is a pass. You can kind of key in on that. Really, it should just let the guy just stay there. That's how it used to be years ago. I hate that that's changed. Update the halfback's role on 0-1 trap plays to give the halfback more space away from defensive linemen. All right, that's enough the Updates, there's some yard updates here. They added a play against your friends in the yard. All right, superstar KO and presentation. Added functionality for users to toggle passing and kicking feedback text on. All right, so I just want to get through those so I can get into the franchise updates. You guys know they fixed the issue with several abilities not unlocking equipable when they should be. Fixed the issue with the wide receiver drills causing users sometimes fail the drill. Yes, I was so pissed. I actually this might be mine in there. This is one I sent over a while ago while I was failing drills because my receiver I would go down with possession catch and they would fail it. So that wasn't just a fix to the franchise. I've gotten this in regular franchise mode, practice mode. So the franchise updates. Did a video on that, went through it with you guys, and it hit. It's out right now, live, and there's some issues already. So dev trait regressions, and I'll go what they're saying, and I'll go what the actual factual is right here. So star, superstar, and X Factor will now have desired counts that are treated as correct amount of dev trait in your franchise. Eligible players will regress in priority order until the target is met. All right, I've kind of looked at it already. The problem with the dev trait regressions I've seen online where guys are posting where someone gets a dev upgrade and then later in the season they'll regress after the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl they get the upgrade, and then later when the regression hits, they lost that same dev back. That is ridiculous. That's like sometimes I just feel like they don't thoroughly test a lot of this stuff. Like they need more help. They need more help with QA. They need another team, another dev studio, whatever it is. Just focus straight on QA because so many bugs and issues make it live like that. Like, how do you have regression where someone gets a dev upgrade and immediately regresses and loses it? That's ridiculous. That, stuff like that just shouldn't happen, and that's so that's one thing. X Factor customization. So now you can go in and you can set the X Factor where you want it. You can alter the superstar X Factor abilities and the players inside of core franchises, coach and owner. Dude, in the original notes that I got there, it said that commissioners, it literally said, you go back to the video and see, you can see on our site, it says commissioners will have the ability. Why would they say commissioners in that if anyone can do it? Right now, anyone can go in and change the abilities of any superstar X Factor and all their X Factor players. And that's not even the worst part, that anyone can do it. They didn't lock it down. The worst part, it doesn't even show up in the log. You can't even see it in the log when they do it. That's insane. So anyone going to change their abilities and there's no record of it? Like, how does no one think like, hey, who are you guys talking to? Please talk to someone who knows what they're doing in the franchise community. Like, who is in there who's looking at this before it goes out? I don't know what program, I don't know what people, whatever you guys, there's someone that's not reviewing this and just making common sense decisions going, no, this is not a good idea, or no, you should limit this. This isn't, or no, you should at least track this in the log, at least track this. Like, seriously? This is, and I said it in the last video, if you guys put this out where anyone can change it, not locked down, it's gonna be a cluster. And you made it even worse by it doesn't even show in the log. Like, what? All right, that's just crazy. So, got the playoff bracket starting in week 13, and I'll put some franchise video up showing this for you guys. Week 13, you'll see the playoff bracket. It'll, once wild card week begins, the playoff bracket also have scores of the games been played, and there'll be a way to access the bracket through the schedule button with the new tile labeled playoff picture. All right, career stats. They got the career stats in the game now. Again, I went over all this. And retirement and the re-sign players, there'll be now a things to do item, takes you directly to the transaction screens. Sorted to retired players, provide a quicker look into who's riding off into the sunset. So along with that, general stability, and hopefully all the issues you guys are not having still, even loading it up and getting the franchise mode. I put the fix out for that before they put the patch out, just saying uninstall and reinstall the game for PlayStation and Xbox. They had that little clear cache, clear game data that got you back in, which was terrible. I mean, that was one of the worst fixes or workarounds I've seen for a game, maybe for a Madden game, maybe ever. I mean, that's pretty terrible. They fixed the issue with a user who sent back the things to do tab when exiting out of a screen, even if they were on a different tab. So, yeah, that's it. That's the update. I'm really disappointed that they didn't really vet or really look at some things that went out and kind of think ahead that this is not a good idea to do it this way. But you know, EA is not always a company that thinks ahead with a lot of things. They make decisions and do things without looking at the total picture or how this will affect the community, affect everything. They just, I don't know, they really need someone there to like really give that last look one over and go, oh no guys, let's wait on this one. We need this one to bake in the oven a little bit longer before we put this out. So that is it for the update. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you appreciate our content here at SGO, like this video and subscribe now for more news, tips, reviews, and gameplay from all of your favorite sports games. Now, if you want to take your game to the next level with insider news, free games, and access to our private chat, join our Patreon, the link below, and subscribe to SGO Insider today.